opportunity for us to share and to collaborate with some meaningful information that hopefully would be helpful for each other. I'd like to give a little bit of a brief explanation, I would say, probably, of what I do. I am a woman with married with two kids with in her mid 40s, living in a world of 20 to 30 years old uh, kids. They are not kids, they're adults, but I see them like kids that play video games. I work for Twitch. Twitch is a service that streams live content on video gaming mostly, but there's also a lot of content about sports, about everyday culture moments, or basically anything from cooking shows to whatever. And we do live advertising. What we do is we project manage advertising projects, which means that either we create gaming experiences or gamified experiences for brands within the service, or we hire people to talk about a specific brand, product, or service during a certain period of time. You may imagine that as this is live entertainment, the level of risk and planning that we take, it's quite long and lengthy. Yet it's a very fast-paced environment where every project is for anything from 2 to maybe 12 weeks. That's it, and we carry several projects at the same time because it's graphics. It's like very fast speed, high speed world, I would say. So as everybody else, we all go to work every day and we do have better or worse experience. So I would like for us to take a minute and think of moments in which work has felt like this. Which manager have you had that has made you feel like this? Which work or job have you had that makes you feel like this? That you go on Sunday and you are like, it's Monday tomorrow, and I hate that this is happening again. Think of your kryptonite. For me, is micromanagement. I think my worst ever experience as with a manager was someone that every time I would send an email, he would come back and say to me, "Your email was great. Thank you so much for doing that. The way I would have done it would be," and I was like, "Okay, next time, please do it yourself. I can't take this anymore." Uh, there's a lot we remember of bad times. Equally, work can feel like that. Can it? Nah, I'm kidding. It's never like this either, unfortunately. We have had good times at work. There's teams we enjoy being with. And normally, what we remember the most about any given job we have or work we do is not really how amazing and on time and on budget this project was delivered. It's normally about the people we work with. Okay. So basically, how do we find a positive balance? How do we work? Let's face it, we're paid to do it. It's not like we would do it for free. Yet, work can be a fun thing to do, can be something that we enjoy that make us feel well. So basically, as project managers, we deal with timelines, we deal with process, we deal with budgets, we deal with tasks. Yet, does empathy fit here? Yes, it does. And it does very much. Why? Because we manage the project, but we lead the team. And again, this is all about the team. I'd like to take a second here to also say that I am a project manager. I am an economist. I know about marketing and advertising. I am not an expert in empathy. I'm not Brené Brown. But as life goes up and down, I have been during my career either an individual contributor or a leader. And recently, or let's say a few years ago, when I went back to leading a team that it's now going quite big, I was like, okay, there is some science to this, so let me document myself. So what I'm going to share right now is just some notes that of the science behind it and some of the things that I have learned and that I try to apply myself. Yet I will acknowledge that I'm not psychologist or an expert on any of these, but as a lot of you, and I'm sure you will relate to a lot of these, um, there's a lot on experience that we learn. And equally, when we give a little bit of structure to certain things that are probably obvious to all of us, there's a better understanding, and it's probably easier to apply this knowledge to our everyday. So I just want to bring to you some ideas to share and hopefully to debate and contribute to each other. First idea: do not manage, lead. Yet again, we manage the project, but we lead a team. What does this mean? It means that we need to constantly motivate and communicate with people. Okay. The leadership is about having a vision, having like a culture, creating a culture in your team that normally should be based in respect, should be based in trust, and basically the idea would be to give a sense of purpose to everyone. Yet again, I work in advertising. It's not like my main purpose is to make richer, uh, whatever, Coca Cola. Never, it's never about that. It's about purpose of I did this, I had this goal, I created it. People enjoy working with me. I enjoy working here. Uh, this was really hard, yet I made it. I feel powerful. So it's all about inspiring motivation, vision, direction. How do we create a culture in which we support each other and in which us as managers lead our team to create, to grow, to learn? Idea number two: it's never about authority. Like that's very 80s and it should be left there and never come back. It is about relationships. So basically, again, respect and communication. Every minute invested in having a one on one with each and every one of your team members on a weekly basis, which is very time consuming, it's very well worth time invested. Why? Because it's the only way to know where people are at. And oftentimes, they come to you with questions, and it's just about helping them solve them themselves. Then, of course, you need to be the one, the bulldozer that removes the blockers that are not on their scope yet. It is very important that people feel reassured, that people feel accompanied during their process. And I must admit that less and less we do talk about specifics of process. Well, probably with the more junior team members, but in general, people carry their projects themselves. They don't need me to complete their projects. They know very well how to do it, but they need me to maybe think of something, debate an idea, find a different way. I'm thinking of this and that. In your experience, do you think this will work or not? Yes, maybe not. It's all about, again, creating a culture in which people feel empowered, in which people feel capable, and they feel that they can show how great they can be at what they do very, very well. Um, Also, of course, how people feel it's one of the main things at work. Idea number three: make the team feel safe. Yet again, there's a culture of positive and negative feedback. There's a culture of honest communication, making sure that we can say to each other what goes well and also what goes wrong. If you never give feedback to anyone and suddenly you go and you say, hey, what you did was not okay, it doesn't come up well. But if you have a relationship with someone and you say, listen, I appreciate everything that you do, and I do have very great examples of how great you are. Yet, here and there were these things that could have gone better. What do we learn from it? It's very important that we create a culture in which we don't point fingers. It's very important that we create a culture in which we learn from each other, we learn from each other's mistakes, and where we understand that, yes, I am the manager of the managers, yet I am someone that makes mistakes, same as everyone else. So let's learn from each other at all times. At the same time, also encourage a culture in which you can express disagreement openly. And I have seen, and I'm positive that most of you have seen people giving their honest feedback in a meeting and then backfiring a little bit later. So this, you need to make sure that you protect your team from it and that you basically, um, yeah, enjoy and like create a safe space for everyone. The next idea, care personally and challenge directly. This comes, and I'm adding there Kim Scott, Radical Candor. She was at Google for several years, and it's a book that I very much recommend. There's also a podcast if you are more into podcasts like me. And basically, there are two principles there that I would like to unfold a little bit. The one is care personally. Know, understand who your team members are. Make sure that you speak to them, that you know, and some of them will want to share with you their whole lives. Some of them will only want to talk about work, and that's fine. Listen to them. Make sure that you open the conversation and let them be and talk about what makes them feel well, safe. They want to share maybe what's in their mind and the reason why they can really cannot focus on this project today because there's plenty of things happening at home or with their parents or whatever it may be. But the second part, I very much, it resonated a lot the first time I heard about it, and it is challenge directly. So we tend to think, well, you know what? I'm good at my work. I will guide the team on the professional side. And on top, I'm a nice person. So I'll be nice to my team and everything will be fine. It's not always like that. And the hardest times I have had at work have been the ones in which I've had to give negative feedback or I've had to say to someone, I don't think you're the right person for this job. I, I am physically sick. It's not, it's really a horrible thing. But I discovered, and it's one of the things that the Kim Scott explains very well. There is something called ruinous empathy. So when you are you feel empathy for someone, or you are empathetic to someone, and you basically decide to not give feedback, or you struggle so much with giving feedback that you end up avoiding it at all costs, it invariably leads to a situation in which you have someone that is not fit for the job, uh, giving poor performance, and you will probably have to end up firing this person. It is very unfair to fire someone because they are not doing their job correctly when you have never given them the feedback that they are not doing well and why. So take time to give the feedback, take time to uh, be brave enough to say, to have the difficult conversation at the right time, because when it's too late, it's even harder and it has bigger consequences. Um, so, yeah, basically challenge directly. Make sure that you have examples. Make sure that you take it when it happened, because then if it's outdated, then it doesn't matter anymore. So be brave, but make sure that you are doing your best to save the relationship with the person you are working with. Next idea. And this is the other author that I'm going to bring today, the most famous person that talks about empathy and leadership. And like, I very much admire this woman. Be honest, vulnerability is a strength. And you would be surprised, but I'm sure you do it as well, of how many times I say, I have no idea. Let's figure it out together. So be honest. That's fine. Like, I don't have all the answers, and probably some of you are also parents, and that's how you show up, and that's how you lead and you model things. We face challenges every day as project managers. Every project is different regardless of what we do, and oftentimes we face something that we have never experienced before. So we try our best. We figure it out. We break it down. Let's make it into pieces. Let's discuss. I think we can do this. I think we can do that. What would you do? I have no idea. What's your you are deeper into this than I am. What is your thinking? Well, maybe it will work. It makes sense. Let's go for it. Okay? So it's perfectly fine to say, I have no freaking idea, but let's do that. Be authentic. And of course, tied to this, take risks and focus on the big picture. Obviously, hopefully, you are a manager or you're managing a group of managers because you have seen a bit more than them, you have more experience, you maybe have more emotional intelligence, and therefore you are more capable to uh, answer to certain things. But take risks, take risks with your team, and say, hold my hand. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I'll be here with you, next to you. Let's do this and we see. And whatever it goes, hopefully it will go well because we are very smart people making decisions. But if it goes wrong, we will figure it out and we will face it together. So be sure and be ready to take the risk with your teams. Basically, be part of the team. That's all you need to do to be a good manager and have empathy every day at work. So hopefully, there's some ideas here that will resonate for the rest of your week. That's me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Claudia.